On this episode of Cox Connections, hardy oysters are a sign of a strong ecosystem and are the foundation of health for the Chesapeake Bay. Through its Oysters for Life initiative, the Oyster Company of Virginia enlists the help of local watermen to sustain the growth of oysters native to the bay, while helping to create jobs for the industry. Be a part of the youth movement in Hampton Roads. Teens with a Purpose is empowering young people every day by providing the platform to showcase their talents in order to effect personal change, improve the lives of their peers, and foster a sense of community. Find out how teens are inspiring other teens to develop to their fullest potential. 2011 marked the introduction of the Employee Grant Program, where Cox employees were able to nominate and vote for nonprofit organizations to receive funding from our philanthropic initiative, Cox Charities. Today, you'll learn more about one of those grant recipients, the Downtown Hampton Child Development Center, as well as meet the employee who holds this organization near and dear to his heart. Stay tuned. Cox Connections is next. You're watching Cox Connections only on Cox 11. Teens with a Purpose grew from a church ministry program into what is now a grassroots organization led by young people looking to empower and inspire their peers to develop to their fullest potential. By tapping into the talents and energy of local teenagers, Teens with a Purpose provides programs and events that are meant to educate, support, and nurture other young people throughout the community. Here with me now is the founder and executive director of Teens with a Purpose, Deirdre Love, and her son, Richard Love. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having us.
So Deirdre, let me start with you. Tell me a little bit about how the program Teens with a Purpose, how did it get started?
Teens with a Purpose got started at the Basilica of St. Mary's back in 1996. The Basilica had an HIV/AIDS ministry, and they were looking to incorporate a youth piece into the ministry. And I was already working with youth, and my passion is HIV education and prevention. So they invited me to coordinate the ministry. The teens named it Teens with a Purpose, and we got trained, got educated, and that was the beginning.
And so how has it grown over the last 10 years or so?
I'm really firm on sticking to the peer-led side of it, and so the young people who make up the ministry decided to take on other initiatives. They said there are more pressing issues that they want to talk about besides just HIV. So I opened the book. Yes, let's do it. Let's get trained on different things. So they wanted to take on...
So it's grown from HIV to other initiatives, yes, education and other...
HIV and now teen violence prevention, bullying prevention. We do a piece on teen safe driving with distracted driving awareness. And we follow the course of the young people leading the way, because they know what their peers are talking about and they know what their needs are. So my job is just to direct the course, and they lead the way.
So Richard, to you, I mean, what are some of the programs and how are they benefiting some of the youth that are involved?
Well, some of the things that we're doing now are things like HRYP, which is Hampton Roads Youth Poets, which like really digs into the poetic side of like the teens, because everybody wants to like express themselves, but they have different ways of doing it. And after that came Music Made Simple, and also For Real Productions, which is music, of course, and actual stage production. We actually did one of our first like stage productions like ever, called Imagine Me. Like, I was really excited about it. And it's crazy to see how like all the teens just like really, they grow into whatever they want, and they go, like they'll pick themselves where they want to go, and they become those leaders, and they make their own avenue. So it's there's an entertainment component, but at the same time there's an academic or an educational component as well. Exactly.
To what these programs are doing. Tell me about some of the people that you've helped in the organization.
There was a young lady who came to us, and she wanted to jump right in and be a peer leader and just run things. But she was really rough along the edges, and she had a lot of growth that she needed to experience. And she started with us when she was a freshman in school, in high school, and she just blossomed. We were on retreat the second year she was involved, and we all were watching. She had to facilitate one of the retreat sessions, and we said, "You're glowing." do you see yourself?
And you saw that as a result of the program.
Yeah, it was from, she found her voice. When she spoke, she was willing to, use everything that she had learned, but that she was resisting all along. And we could actually look at her and see the light come on inside of her.
These programs, they have to build esteem, they have to build confidence, they have to build character. I mean, all of the things that are going to, be foundational if you're going to be successful in life. Is that what you're seeing in some of these programs, Richard?
Pretty much. And what makes it so effective is that they're teens, like teaching teens, because me being like in that realm of like that age, a lot of people think like, oh, adults are trying to come down, and really everybody's trying to help each other, but for them to see it through like a peer's eyes makes it that much more effective. And that's why I personally like everything that we teach, and like the fact that it's peer-led makes it that much more powerful.
Yeah, having the youth involved, and clearly, in a perfect world, we'd all get this foundation in our homes, but we don't live in a perfect world. So having an organization like this, you're actually helping young people who may not necessarily are in a position to get that grounding at home.
Yeah. And one of the things that touches my heart the most is most of the teens are in that predicament that you mentioned, but they love helping others, and I'm watching them help someone else, and it reinforces for them the things that are missing in their lives, but that's not their focus. Their drive is, I want to help someone else, but there's something in it for them, and they grow in the process. It's beautiful.
Well, it's interesting that you're taking a technique whereby I'm learning because I have to teach it.
Exactly.
I mean, Richard, you mentioned that these young people are actually teaching other young people, and what better way to reinforce something if you have to teach it.
Exactly.
You have to live it. You have to show it, because young people, frankly, they want to make sure that you're real with whatever you're presenting. Yeah. So it's an amazing thing what you're doing. Obviously there are people who would see what you're doing and would want to get involved and want to help. How would someone go about reaching Teens with a Purpose if they wanted to reach out and help? They
could reach us on, study about us, and contact us on our website, www.teenswithapurposethemovement.org, or they can call us in the office at 757-503-3509. Okay. And we also meet at the Addicts Theater every Monday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. The first 30 minutes of our meeting is dedicated to introducing the organization. All right. Well, listen, thank both of you for being here today and all you're doing to help out our young people in the community. When we come back, find out why Smart Beginnings refers to the Downtown Hampton Child Development Center as a shining star for the peninsula, and why it's rated one of the highest and most affordable preschools in Virginia. We'll be right back with Cox Connections.